So I think everyone can able to see the screen. So our requirement is we need to get the uh, data from the third party API, and we need to convert that data into CSV format, and we need to post it into the SFTP server. So this is our requirement. So what the client says is we need to get the product details from the API, and the product overall the price is greater than 20. We need to fetch those values, and we need to convert those data into CSV format, and we need to post those data into the SFTP server on the particular directory which was mentioned by the client. So before going to design our iFlow, we need to get the details from the claim. So what are all the details we need to get means, so we need to get the API details. So we need to get the data from the API, right? So we need to get the API details. API details is nothing but we need the endpoint. We need the endpoint and the credentials. So these things we need to get from the client, and also we need to get the SFTP server details. SFTP server details is nothing but we need to get the host and port, and also to which directory we need to post. We need to ask the directory details. So based on this we can connect the um, SFTP server, and which directory we need to post the data. So we need to get the directory details as well, and also the credential for the SFTP server. So, and also what data we need to get and what data we need to post. So these details also we need to get. Sometimes in some scenarios we have functional team, so they will guide us. Otherwise, we need to ask directly during client calls. So what data we need to get the product details from the API. In this API, we have multiple entities. So from all the entities, we need to fetch the product details, and the product details overall the greater than 20 unique price. And we need to convert this product details into CSV format, and we need to post it into the SFTP server. So these are the details we need to get from the client. So once we get the all the details, we need to do the connectivity test first before we going to design the flow. So I'll create the integration flow. So the iFlow name should be meaningful. So API product details. So from where to where you need to posting where you are posting the data and what entity you are posting. So based on this name, you should understand what is the IP. So before going to design our iFlow, we need to check the connectivity details, whether they given the proper connectivity details or not. In some cases, these API details will not work in the integration. So maybe the given endpoint is wrong, or maybe the given authentication mechanism is not fulfilled to connect our third-party APIs. So we need to get the credentials details as well. So whether it is basic authentication or what, or some other credentials type. So they'll provide the AB details and they'll provide the credentials as well. So in our cases, we'll use one um, open third-party API called Northwind and taking the V4 version 4. So this is the open source API. So we don't have credentials for this. We can directly access these data using this endpoint. So before going to start, I'm checking the connectivity. I'm taking the request to play. So previously we worked on HTTP adapter. Now in this scenario, I'm taking the OData because this is the OData. So this is the V4, right? So I'm taking the version 4. So here I'm providing the address and the proxy type is internet. So we are accessing this data over internet, right? So the proxy type is internet, and this is the open source. So I'm keeping the authentication mechanism as well. And coming to processing, so we need to fetch the details. That means we need to get the details, right? We are not posting, we are not deleting. We are getting the details. So from the resource path, you need to select the entities. So here you can see we have multiple entities. We have employees, customer, order details, order. So we need to get the products, right? So first we need to connect to the particular API. If if the connection is failed, we'll get the error whenever you are going to the second step. So now I'm connecting to the particular API. So that's why I did not receive any error. Suppose I'm doing this, I'll try to connect to the system. The resource not found, check address. You will receive the error here itself. That means we can able to access this particular API and we need to select the entity. So we have multiple entities from these. I need to select the product entity. Here, once you click on the entity, you can able to see the related fields. Once I click on product, I can see the all the fields which is related to product entity. Suppose if I click on customers, so I can see the field which is related to customer. So I choose the product entity. From this, I'm selecting the fields. So these details also we need to get from the client. So we don't know, right, which field they want. So we need to ask the data details. We need to ask all the details we need to get from the client. So the client will say, I need the product ID, product name, and I need the quantity, and I need the unit price, and I need the unit units in stock. So these are the details. These are the fields they want. So here you can see the you can select the particular product ID. So if suppose I have product ID 8, if you want to fetch only the product ID 8, you can give the value over here and you can fetch only the product 8. So this will valid only for key field because the key field have only one value, right? So only you can write condition only for key fields only. So here my key field is product ID. You can see the key symbol. So whenever the key symbol is mentioned, so this field is unique. So you have top skip. Top is nothing but, so suppose we have 100 product details in the particular entity. So you want to fetch only first 5 or first 10 product. You can give the, suppose if I give top 10, I'll fetch only the top 10 record. It will skip remaining all the records. The skip is nothing but, if I give the skip one, it will skip the first record and it will start fetching the data from the two, and it will complete at 11 because we need to fetch 10 record, right? So how many skip you given, that many skip the product entity will skip. So I click on step 3. Here you can write the filter and sort. So you can filter based on some fields, or whether you can so here what our scenario is, we need to do uh, some filter condition, right? So we can do those conditions over here. And if you want to sort, like based on some fields, so based on unit trace you need to sort. So you can sort by ascending or descending order. And once you provide all the details, the query has been written directly with the help of the adapter. So I have given all the details, and I click on finish. So once you click on finish, in the query option you can see the query. So I have $select product ID, product name, quantity, unit price, unit in stock, and I select top 10. Top 10 is nothing but I need to get only first 10 records. I don't want all the records. So I click on trace. I'll take the timer. So the call got successful. That means I can able to fetch the data over here and see the data. So here you can see we will select the fields only for 4 to 5 fields we have selected, only that particular field will receive. And we have selected top 10, right? We'll get only the 10 records. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Only 10 records we have. So here what we need to do is we need to fetch the unit price which is greater than 20. This is the condition. So now we have successfully connected our third party API. So now we need to check the receiver connections. So we have connected the API. It is working fine. So we need to check SFTP server connection. So we have monitoring screen. We can check the connectivity details over there. Here we have the tile called connectivity test. So I navigate into it, and I'm clicking on SSH. In the SSH, you can test the connectivity of file server. So we have the open source SFTP cloud. Um, SFTP. So this is the free SFTP server. So we have 7 days of free access. So everyone can avail for 7 days. So if you are new user, you can give your details and you can create the account. I already have the account login, so I am directly giving the email and password. I think I have logged in. So once you give all the details, this is the landing page of the SFTP server. So here you can see the overview user file manager. So these are the, this is the SFTP server. Test SFTP server looks like this here. So here what we need to get is we need to get the SFTP connection details. So here if you navigate into the users, here you can see the activate user. If you want to create new user, you can, but we have a default user. The status is enabled. Enabled is nothing but it is in active state. So in the action, you can see the connection details. Once you click on the connection details, you will get the all the details. You will get the host, port, and you will get the username, password to connect to the particular SFTP server. So I'm click on the host. The port is 22. So the default port is 22. So if the client forgot to give the port details, you can try to check the 22. Otherwise, you'll get the details from the client. So this is the cloud, right? So the proxy type could be internet, and I click on the enable supported for deprecated algorithm. So you need to select if there is an update in the SFTP server and you don't know those updates, you can select this. It is the best practice. So I did not give any authentication. I'm just trying to connect to the particular host. The host is successfully reached. So you can see the successfully reached port hosted, the host and port details. Now we need to check whether we can able to access the directories. So in the file, we have file manager option. Here you have the files over here. So we have one file called product. So we need to see whether we can able to uh, get the product entity. So I will maintain my username and password. In the security material, we need to maintain the credentials, right? So this is the user credentials. The name is we need to provide the meaningful name. SFTP. This is the cloud certificate. I'm taking the cloud SFTP underscore. Okay. So this is the username. This is the password. And deployment. It's successfully deployed. And then the connectivity tab. Next, we need to provide the host details. Port is 22. Proxy type is internet. And I click on the authentication mechanism is user credentials. Here you will get the credentials name, what are all the credentials security materials we have in the security material. So we have The credential name is cloud SFTP underscore thread, and I'm checking the. So I am unable to access my SFTP server. What it is saying means cannot access non-host artifacts. That means you need to maintain the non-host in the security material. So if you connect with the SFTP server, you must upload the non-host details in the security material. Otherwise, you will unable to connect to the particular SFTP server. So how we can get the non-host details means click on the authentication maximum. Here you here you can see the copy host key. So you can copy the host, and here in the security material we have non-host. Come here. If you have file, you have non-host file, you can directly browse and you can upload it from your local system. Otherwise, you can add the non-host directly here and then deploy. So once you deploy, the name default name is non.host. If you save the file should be the name with the non.host with the no extension, or else with the text extension. So now I have maintained my non-host. Now we'll check the connectivity. So now it is successfully reached to the particular SFTP server. Now I'm checking the directory. So here you know the directory. So if you don't know the directory, you can click on slash in the directory box. And if you click on send, you can see what are all the directories we have in the particular SFTP server. We have product directory, right? And we can see we can navigate directly over here itself. So inside product, you can able to see what are the files we have. Inside product, we have one file. So like this, you need to check the connectivity for the SFTP server. Now we have get the detail. We have connected to the third party API and we have connected to the SFTP server. Now we need to build our integration flow. So our requirement is we need to get the product details. We have already done that. Now I want to send the unit price details which is greater than 20, right? So for that I need to write the condition in the router. The router behavior is it will not route condition for multiple data. Suppose here you can see we have 10 product details, right? If I send this to the router, it will not perform the condition because the router will take one record at a time. So for that purpose, I'm splitting each product. So for splitting each product, I use a palette option splitter. You can take any splitter, general or iterative splitter. I'm taking the general splitter, and you need to provide the export product/product. So I'm separating each product, and I don't want to do things. So now I have split each product. Now I'm performing the condition for the unit price, right? So I'm routing using router. I'm writing the condition. This is the XML, right? So the expression type would be XML. In the condition, I'm taking the product/product should be greater than 30. this is my condition. So if you use router, you should provide the default route. If you forgot to provide the default route, you will get the validation error. See, so I'm terminating message. If the condition is not fulfilled, it should route to default route, and I'm terminating that route. I won't perform any condition. Let's do. So now what I'm doing is I'm fetching the product details. After that, I'm splitting the each product and I'm performing the condition. So now I want to gather. Before I did splitter, right? So after getting all the product, I'm gathering all the products. Here we now need to check something. After gathering, the client needs the data in the CSV format, right? And performing the XML to CSV conversion using the converter. Here also you need to provide the path. Still gather will run once, whether it is working or not. So the call is success. In this call, we'll get the product details. Here we'll get the product details. So I'm splitting using the splitter. So I can see 10 product. I splitted each product separately. I have 10 product, right? So it made a 10 call. After that, it performed the router condition, and after that, it gathered all the 10 product into one small output. So here you can see the unit price, which is greater than. I have written a condition. The product should be greater. So we need to write the unit price, right? Launch unit price. Now we will get the. Here you can see. I think we have written the less than condition. Okay. Product, product. greater than 30. This is the this is not a refresh the current trial of control. This is not working, so we'll do using other option called we have the option in the adapter itself, right? We'll use this option directly. So here we need to take the unit price, right? Unit price that should be greater than 30. This is our condition. Here you can see we'll get the unit price only the greater than 30. So now what we need to do is we need to convert this XML into CSV. For that we will have the converter XML to CSV converter. The path is /product. So I need the CSV header. Let me check. Here you can see I have checked the headers, right? So that's why I got the header details along with all the data in the CSV format. Now I need to post this particular CSV format to the receiver system. That means SFTP system, right? So I'm taking on the receiver here, and we have the adapter called SFTP adapter. So using that SFTP adapter, I'm connecting to my SFTP server. Here you need to provide the directory details. So you can see in our SFTP file manager, we have the directly called product. So if you want to create a new directory, you can directly create over the SFTP adapter itself instead of creating directory over here. So I'm creating the directory over here itself. I can create test slash sample file. So the test is my parent directory, and inside parent directory I'm creating one more directory called sample file. So here we need we if the client wants the particular file name, so you can provide the file name here. So based on the file name, it will store the file in the SFTP server. So I'm giving the file name as product details. This is the CSV, right? I'm giving the extension as well. If you click on upon timestamp, so it will add the timestamp at the end of the file name. So at what time we are posting the file to the particular SFTP server, that particular date and time should be appended or the file name. I'm clicking upon timestamp. So here we have the address details, right? We have the host details, and you need to provide the port here itself. Colon 22. I have given. This is my internet. This authentication is username and password. This is my username and password. And I enable that. So here you can see we have the parameter. So create directory stepwise. That means if there is no directory, we need to create the directory. So if you click on this checkbox button, it will create the directory. So here the handling for existing file is override. Override is nothing but if the same file name is already present in the SFTP server, it will override with the new file. If you want to override the old file, you need to provide the crossing as override. I'm deploying. It may take time because it is connecting to the SFTP server. So the call got successful and it posting the data to the SFTP server. Here we can check our SFTP server and refreshing this. So here you can see we have two directories. We have created the directory, right? Test. Inside test, we have one more directory called samplify. So here you can see we have created two directories. Test inside child directory sample file. The two directories are created directly. So using our adapter, we have created the directory in the SFTP server. I'm opening this sample file. Here you can see what are all the file name I have provided, product details, the product details along with my time. So I have enabled the upon timestamp. So here you can see 2026 0209 at the particular time. We'll open this file. This is the CSV file. That's why it's opening in the Excel. So here you can see, you can able to see all the record, the unit price which is greater than 30. Here you can see the unit price, all the unit price is greater than 30. So we have created the iFlow. Suppose we have done all the things. Suppose the client want to run this particular iFlow every day at 8 p.m. or suppose we'll take a 10 a.m. Every day 10 a.m. the flow should trigger automatically. So on the time what we need to do is we need to set the scheduler using the timer. So here in the scheduler, now we have doing basic. Only, I mean, whenever I'm deploying this iFlow, it will automatically trigger. The flow should trigger automatically. So the client want it, the flow should run automatically without any manual intervention. It will run every day at 10 a.m. So on that time, we need to we need to configure the timer. So here you can see we have multiple options every second, every minute, hours, every day, month, year. We have multiple options. So what we need to do is every day at 10 a.m. the flow should trigger. Every day at 10 a.m. in the hour. So here you can see the day should be every day. Suppose the client only want to deploy the flow in weekdays only. So you have the option called weekdays or weekly run, specific days of the week. So if you click on the specific day, you can give all the day you want to trigger the flow. So here if, you can specific days of the week, it will run only on the particular selected day. So if you want to run every 7 day, you can click on every day. If you want to run specific day in a particular month, you can click on the particular option. You can see first means the month first day it will run. But the remaining 29 day the flow won't run. And the next month first day it will run. So likewise we have run this iFlow as per the client specification. So what I need to do is here we have we need to schedule the every second, every minute. We don't want to do any changes over there. Instead of every hour, I'm specifying the every 1 hour between. 1 hour between is nothing but suppose if the flow is run 7:30, so it will run 8:30, it will run 9:30. So every 1 hour between it will run. So we have multiple options in the timer. So if you want to choose particular hour, you can choose. If you want to choose particular second, you can choose. If you want to run only weekdays, you can. If you want to run only particular month I mean, if you want to run particular day in a month, you can able to do. So whatever I mean, based on the client requirement, you can schedule the flow automatically. So here I want to run only specific hours. I mean, every day at 10 p.m. right? So I'm clicking this. So every day at particular time it will run. So likewise, we have multiple options to choose the uh, flow to run. So here in the bottom, we have the start and end date. Start and end date is nothing but if I click on the 9, suppose I'll take the same time. I'll take the 721. 721. So what it will do means whatever scheduler configuration we have done over there, that will start on the particular date. Suppose if I given the date of 13, so the configuration we have done, right, every uh, I mean every day at 10 o'clock, etc. So what it will do means it it will start working on from Friday. So it tomorrow at 10 a.m. it won't run. It will start run on 13 Friday. It will run the first deployment on Friday 10 a.m. So likewise, we can end the flow. So the client only want the particular this month only. So you can choose the 27. 27 means the flow, the deployment should stop at the date of 27. So likewise, we have choose the time zone as well. So suppose the client is in the US. US means Eastern time. So you can select the Eastern time here, EST. You have all the time zones. You can select which time zone your client is working. So based on that as well, you can choose the timer. So this is the multiple options we have in the timer. So now it will run every day at 10 a.m. It will run. So now the flow got error. How the client knows? So today we schedule this flow. From tomorrow onwards, it will start run. So suppose on Wednesday the flow got fails. So how the client knows the flow is running or not? The client is waiting for the file on Wednesday 10:30 a.m. They are looking into their SFTP server and they are unable to see the file. How we can identify, how they can identify the issue, like whether the flow is running or not. The flow is running for the issues. How they can understand?
Like we can use exceptions of process.
Yes, we need to use exceptions of process. In every flow, you must use exceptions of process. Every flow, because the exception of process is the only way everyone can able to understand the error details. So here I can take one content modifier and I'm writing the expression. So what I'm doing is in the body, I'm fetching the error details. So here I'm taking as expression. We have one property called exception dot message. This is the camel expression. So if there is any error facing in the main flow, the exception subprocess will trigger, and I'm changing the body into exception dot message. That means the exception dot message is nothing but it will fetch the error details. Why the error happened. So those details it will fetch and it will keep it in the body. So in the next step, it will go with the error details instead of the payload. Now I'm deploying this iFlow. I'll change it to on deployment. Simpler on deployment. So we need to do some mistake. The same we did. I'll run this. Now the API call will fail. So see the API call got failed. From there itself, the exception of process got triggered. But you can see here it is in the green color. You need to maintain the error rate. So Otherwise, in the monitoring tab itself, it will take it as completed message. It will not take it as a failed message. So if you open all the message, you can see that the status should be completed, but you will face the error. This is the error flow, but the status is completed. So that should not happen. So for that, we need to maintain as error ending. Here you can see it will change it into the red mark, and you can see in the monitor, you can see the failed message is one. Here you can see the error details as well. It's 404. 404 is nothing but the given URL is wrong. So this is how we need to design our integration flow, and we need to get the details from the client. So each and everything the client will provide. The first thing what we need to do is we need to check the connectivity details of sender and receiver system. After that, we need to design the iflows based on the given details. The every details the client should give. If they forgot to give the details, we need to ask. So this is how we need to design the iflow. This is the one of the real-time scenarios. We have multiple cases. So anyone have any doubt, please ask.
Hi, Hari.
Yeah,
Actually, we got an information like that, like in 2 more days, this rather like this training will going to end.
yes, I think this is our 21st class, I guess, right?
Okay, but till now we did not touch the scripting, right?
Yes, but see, we have took two more doubt classes earlier, and also we need to take doubt class tomorrow as well. So if you guys have more doubts, so I I told you right, in every classes we need to ask the doubt, but no one asking doubt.